Am I the asshole for refusing to take my sister's kids after she passes on? My sister, 31F, was recently diagnosed with brainstem glioma. Apparently it's big and untreatable due to the location. I'm not sure how long she has, but most likely it will shorten her lifespan by a significant amount. Apparently she's already experiencing some bad symptoms. My sister has 3 kids. A newborn and a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. She asked me to take them once she dies. No, we don't have family, and her ex-husband wants nothing to do with the kids since she had cheated on him for years with many men and they aren't his. She doesn't know who the dad is. Personally I, 25F, am CF. My husband, 25M, is CF as well. I told her no for the following reasons. 1. Since we are both child-free, it would be unfair to ask my husband to make this kind of sacrifice. We both agreed to no kids when we got married. To change something like that generally means a divorce. 2. I am atheist, my sister wants me to raise them religious and to know God, and take them to church. 3. I live in a different country, where English is not the primary language. I can't teach a 6-year-old a new language when they don't know English well. 4. 6-year age gap meant we didn't really grow up together. And the memories I do have, she was always awful to me, like cynical. And after she moved out at 18 we haven't talked once besides at my parents' funeral. I don't even know her kids, let alone her. She cried and called me awful, but it's my life, and ultimately I get to be selfish with it. A child isn't a 18-year commitment. It's lifelong, and one I have decided not to take. She cheated with multiple different men and lost her husband. I don't think it's my job to swoop in and save her from consequences of her own actions. I don't feel like I owe her anything. Other people disagree. Friends of hers whom I've never met have been reaching out to me and calling me at all hours to leave nasty voicemails. Saying I need to step up as a sister, but I just feel like she's trying to use me as her ticket out to dying and not feeling guilty. I am going to edit so I don't have to continue to say this. I've offered to pay for DNA kits, and a pie and anything else she needs to help find the fathers of these children. She doesn't want to. Last edit. This will be my last edit, and then I'm logging off. I will not be taking in the kids. It's not because I want to teach my sister a lesson, because the air less for being a product of an affair. I brought it up because I know everyone would ask, where's the father? It's because my sister is a stranger. I haven't talked to her in over 10 years. I've never met her or her kids and I do not want kids. My husband, yes we talked, would leave. Realistically it wouldn't work out. With his income, I wouldn't be able to afford the children anyway. I am child-free, not just because I'm selfish like so many of you suggest, but because I have mental health issues that would prevent me from ever being a good parent. I have OCD, not the "I like my house clean" OCD, but where I need to shut a door several times until it's completely shut. Or noises like dripping water drive me insane. Imagine having a newborn when sound can drive you mentally insane. It's debilitating. My sister doesn't deserve to die, and her kids don't deserve their fate, but realistically their unbiological father is the one who needs to step up, not me. To those of you who said I'm an fair, but then let me ask you, why aren't you adopting? Why aren't you fostering? Why aren't you making sure you get kids out of the system? Get off your damn high horse. Not the asshole. I feel bad for your sister, but now is the time to buy some ancestry DNA kits in order to search for those kids' fathers. So your sister is religious but cheated on her husband and has 3 different baby daddies? How does that work? Nah. You aren't obligated to take on parenting children for any reason. The rest of the vitriol in this post was pretty unnecessary. That said, regardless of how you feel about your sister, she is a dying mother who is trying to deal with all that entails and also making sure her children will be cared for. I don't think that has anything to do with guilt and everything to do with doing what any mother would do in this situation. Not the asshole. Tell the friend who is bugging you to take the children. Tell your sister you adopted Satanism as your religion and that you know she wouldn't want her kids to be raised in this environment. If she insists, tell her the kids will need to go through the satanic initiation then. Not the asshole. If you don't know these children at all, I don't see why your sister would want you to be their guardian. How could they possibly be comfortable with you after the loss of their mother? These so-called friends of hers would be better suited if they have an established relationship with the children. All but point 3 are valid points. Kids learn languages extremely fast, especially if they are fully immersed. However, the simple fact that you just don't want to is sufficient in and of itself. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You didn't sign up to take on her kids. My husband and I are CF, but we have godchildren that would be entrusted to us if anything happened to their parents. We chose that, but if we hadn't, there is no way we would just agree to it. Just because you're family, doesn't mean you're obligated to do anything for anyone. If you do something, it should be because you chose to. Not the asshole. Some people are just not cut out to be parents, much less forced into becoming parents to 3 children under the age of 7. My sister did not want children, to the point she had a tubal ligation at the age of 22. Yes, 22. There's no way if I were dying I'd say she had to raise my children, especially with demands that are outlandish, to say the least. It's a terrible situation. The children are innocent in all of this. But that doesn't make it OP's cross to bear. ETA. I had a tubal done 2 years after the birth of my second, in 1996. My GYN never batted an eye. I said I wanted it and he scheduled it. Am I the asshole for canceling my friend's plane ticket and leaving them stranded? Hello all. So I pour Diet Coke in the sky for a living, and it comes with pretty cool perks, such as free air travel. A cool part is that I can sometimes bring friends with me. There is a caveat that you have to be professional when you travel and can risk losing your job. With that being said, I recently went on a trip with a good friend of mine. When we were leaving to head home, we had 2 flights to take. Upon landing, we had to clear customs and pick up our bags and recheck them. When we get to the recheck spot, we got informed that our bags were lost. My friend proceeds to flip shit. Like absolutely lose it, which is not okay. My friend knew about the fact that they had to show decorum because I could quite literally lose my job for it, but they continued to go be berserk. I asked them to calm down and they didn't, and instead they lashed out at me. So, I went to the agent, told them to get security and had them cancel their flight on my benefits. Why did I have them call security? Because you're causing a scene at a fucking airport and a security officer is better than the police. Anyway, I left them to their tantrum and went on my merry way. Obviously weren't not friends anymore. So-and-so is also attempting to take me to small claims to refund them their alternative travel expenses. I've received mixed responses from our mutual friend group. So what do you think, Reddit? Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Every one of these fools acting out at airports should get their flights cancelled. Full-on timeouts until they remember how to behave like civilized adults. Not the asshole. Someone who is willing to jeopardize your job isn't someone you should consider a friend anyway. Not the asshole. Your friend knew your job could be in jeopardy and choose to act in a way that could have jeopardized your job. Your friend's disrespect and lack of self-control isn't your problem. I don't know the legality surrounding the matter with small claims, but they definitely acted unappreciative and disrespectful. Not the asshole. I work in that industry and have seen people lose their travel benefits and their jobs for friends and family being dicks when traveling non-reverend. In fact, my standard brief for anyone flying on my benefits includes, if you act a fool, and I find out, I don't give a fuck if you're on a connection in Siberia, I'm leaving you there. Not the asshole. My 38M mother worked for airlines starting when I was 5. We had those same perks. We dressed for every trip, flew standby, sometimes got stuck for hours. One time I flew with another pilot on a separate plane and they brought me home because there was only 1 seat left and it was the best day ever when I was a kid. There are a lot of written and unwritten rules to follow. You explained what you could. If I could deal with them as a young kid, your adult friend can too. Not the asshole at all. You made the conditions very clear. Yes, going berserk in an airport can get you arrested. WTH is wrong with this person? It is just luggage. If you are using at least part of your brain, you know to keep the most important things with you in a carry-on. Wow. Goodbye and good riddance. She certainly showed her true colors. Oh good lord. I travel for a living and I don't care how bad it gets. You never lose your shit at the airport, even when you aren't with someone who works for the airline. Not the asshole. Took me a solid minute to figure out what you meant by pour Diet Coke in the sky. Was picturing a plane leaking soda like a crop duster. Well played. Not the asshole. Your friend acted a fool and you held him accountable for it. Am I the asshole for leaving a bad review on a facility director I bullied 12 years ago? I was a bratty teenager. I treated others unfairly. I'm not proud of it. After graduating high school I didn't have a clue on what to do, so I went to a community college and chose a program that sounded interesting. Because I'm very outgoing I made friends pretty quick. People found me hilarious. The main reason I was so funny was I really ripped into one of the shy girls in class. Obviously I had issues with my security at the time and have gone through therapy. During this period though I didn't have the right guidance. I knew to make friends we had to find a common ground. She was just an easy target. It should be noted I think she suffered from anxiety before the program. The more classmates and I laughed at her or snubbed her, the more anxious she became, to where the instructor told her this wasn't the career for her because she wasn't functioning to her full ability. It doesn't matter, I know, but I regret it. No one will believe me, but I did experience karma and lots of it after all this. Now, my fiancé and I decided we wanted to adopt a pet, and one of the animal rehabilitation centers were listing an adorable dog. We decided to meet her. First we had to talk with the facility's director, which surprise is the girl I bullied. We recognized each other pretty quick. I don't know if it was the past or her being so shy, but she was very uneasy through our conversation. She seemed in a good spot overall, married, kids, obviously successful career, which was relief to me. I hoped she had moved on from everything. I did admit to her I was sorry for how things were all those years ago, but she had obviously flourished beyond that. She smiled and said yes, she has. I'm relieved and believe the past is the past. An hour later the fiancé gets a call saying we were not approved for the next steps of possibly meeting the dog. Obviously I was wrong in my assumption. I reviewed the facility and called her out by name because I know very well there isn't anything that makes us unfit owners. My fiancé doesn't agree with me though, in fact he says I'm only fueling the fire, and maybe if I hadn't been such a b we wouldn't have been rejected. Am I the asshole? Update. Okay, do you guys not see the irony here? I've found so many messages in my DM and in the comment section calling me every name in the book and wishing death on me. To defend a victim of bully, you become a bully? I get it, I'm a terrible person who deserves nothing but pain and suffering. Thanks. The last 12 years I've been cheated on, broken up with right after I had stillborn, and suffered many miscarriages. But again, this isn't enough, I need more karma. I showed these comments to my fiancé and no, he doesn't agree with any of the judgments. After cooling down he realized it was petty and childish of this girl. She is the owner of the facility. All adoptions are decided by her. When I mentioned her flourishing it was because I was surprised, but very happy she had moved on from something that happened 12 years ago. It was great to see. No, I wasn't making it by myself. Also, when we talked, she mentioned how she would have hated being in that kind of career that program was designed for. Getting booted out made her realize her true passion was for animals. I'm not trying to defend my actions. I'm saying I didn't completely ruin her career path like some suggest. And #X200B. Wait, so you bullied her again? Clearly you haven't grown up at all. Massive, you are the asshole, what an entitled asshole. Unfortunately for you, being a horrible bully does in fact make you an unworthy owner. That's her prerogative to decide. If you don't like it, too bad, it's 100% your fault. You are the asshole. You effectively said to this woman, sorry I was a horrible human but it looks like you've done fine anyway? Dismissed the harm you did in the same breath as apologizing for it? And expected her to place another living being in your care? Ha. No. And then you publicly blame her for what sounds to me like a perfectly reasonable professional judgment. Yikes. If the facility director didn't know you, she might still not have moved you forward toward adopting a dog. Knowing you as she does, it was her duty to halt the process. You sound like you need to work on you a lot more before you try to take responsibility for a dependent soul. I know very well there isn't anything that makes us unfit owners. You were a bully. How is she supposed to know that doesn't extend to animals? Did you really expect saying, I'm sorry for how things were, would fix everything? That's not a real apology and I think you know that. You are the asshole. You haven't changed, and you haven't learned a thing. Do you honestly think just saying, hey, sorry about all that, but looks like you're doing okay, so no harm, no foul, right? Fix the damage you caused? Don't you understand the director turned you down because she absolutely knows you have the potential for cruelty, malice, and selfishness? You have it in you to treat a person like they are an object for your amusement, which makes it entirely possible you'd mistreat and abuse a helpless animal even worse. She made the right call. Your fiancé is right, too. You are the asshole. You are the asshole, you clearly have not experienced enough karma. You are the asshole. I filled out at least 20 applications for dogs before I found one. And we did get passed over many times. What you did shows that you're still holding on to the past. You need to move on and leave that person alone. So you've moved on from bullying to continuing to bully. People didn't like you or find you hilarious, they were scared of becoming your next target. Because they saw how cruel you are. Yes, present not past tense. You are still cruel to others. You have not grown or become a better person. You're still the insecure child who can't accept the consequences of your actions, so instead you lash out at someone holding you accountable. You are the asshole. You are the asshole. I know very well there isn't anything that makes us unfit owners. No, you don't. You don't know the qualifications the shelter has. You could have, at the very least, called up and asked why they rejected you. If you didn't find the answer satisfactory, then, maybe, do something else. Instead you went from 0 to 60 without considering any other options. In other words, your first reaction was to resort to bullying because you didn't get what you wanted. You learned pretty quickly back in school that being a bully would get you what you wanted, and it seems you haven't changed much since then. Am I the asshole for physically assaulting a little girl? I'm 31F, going to try to keep this short. Basically, I was at the dog park with my St. Bernard, Loki, 6mo F, and some little shit, 7-ish. F, tried to mount my puppy and ride her like a horse. I don't know how much you know about giant breeds, but they have very fragile joints, especially while they're still growing. I've literally heard of saints who have had to be put down after somebody has tried to ride them. So, I yell out to the kid to stop, please don't try to ride my dog. She ignores me, keeps trying to climb on top of her back. I yell out again, she ignores me again. So finally I grab her and pull her away from Loki. Suddenly her mum, who had given zero fucks up until this point, starts screaming at me for physically assaulting her daughter. Is there a better way I could have handled this? I'll admit that I'm not the biggest fan of kids and I hope that didn't influence me to overreact. Edit. Pet tax. Edit 2. Bigger pet tax. Edit 3. Last one. Sleepy bear. Not the asshole. You didn't physically assault, you physically restrained, two very different things. What if Loki had turned around and bitten this child? You did the right thing to protect both your dog, the girl, and you. The mother is the awe. Edit. That gorgeous dog would have just licked her into a coma, but my comment still stands. Not the asshole, you warned her twice not to use your dog like a fucking jungle gym and she didn't listen. This is completely and entirely on that girl's parent. They should have taught her not to treat dogs that way and to listen to the owners of dogs, especially ones they don't know, when they say not to touch the dog. Also, the parent clearly wasn't paying attention to what their child was doing. Had your dog nipped her, you can bet they would have been pissed, but it would have been their fault for not properly teaching or watching their child. So, not the asshole as long as you didn't throw the child to the ground. Edit. Thank you for paying the pet tax, Loki is beautiful. Not the asshole. As a parent, the way that I keep other people from having to touch my kids is to supervise them myself. My children didn't get old enough to be out of arm's reach in public before they knew better than to approach strange dogs without asking the owner first. The mother's an idiot. Her kid could get seriously hurt. Not the asshole, you didn't hurt her. It would have been assault if you sat on her back. Edit. While the mum is the asshole in this, you can probably see where she's coming from. Half paying attention on your phone. Your kid playing with a dog is fine. A random dude picking her up, not so much. Edit 2. I think the mum is 100% the asshole and a dumbass for not supervising her kid around dogs. I just don't think she acted out of malice. Not the asshole. That parent was being incredibly stupid to let their kid try anything like that. Not only, as you mentioned, it could hurt your dog, for all the mum knew your dog might have taken exception to the child's behavior and attack them. It would hardly be an unreasonable reaction from a dog when someone is hurting it. It seems clear that this kid is never told, no, at home, and the mum would be in good company at our entitled parents. Not the asshole. Kids are stupid, you had every right to get that little shit off your dog. The mom's the asshole for sure for not watching her kid. Not much else you could have done. Many dog parks don't allow little kids for good and sound reason. The mother is the awe. The kid hasn't been taught better, she is likely to be hurt because of it. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Does anyone remember the good old days when if an adult stranger told a kid to stop something, they stopped immediately? You were at the dog park with your dog, it's supposed to be a safe space for the dog.